Next will be Arkansas' Sam Pittman. The Hogs will host Arkansas State in Little Rock on Saturday at 4 o'clock Central on SEC Plus and ESPN Plus. And Coach, while we wait on any questions, if you could please take a moment to comment on your team this week as you enter the game in Little Rock versus Arkansas State.
Well, first of all, Coach Jones has done a wonderful job at Arkansas State. Steady, getting better each and every year. Won a lot of games here recently. 6 or 7 out of their last 9 or 10. Won their bowl game last year. They have a lot of speed. Well coached. Very concerning quarterback. Really good player. Running back. Their skill is outstanding. Defensively, their D-line is extremely well coached, plays hard. It'll be a big challenge. They know when to go and play big schools. They played Michigan, a very, very close game last season. So we have high respect for their program and their coach, and looking forward to going over to Little Rock and playing the first game ever between Arkansas State and the University of Arkansas.
Coach, will begin with Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Hey, Sam. On Monday, you challenged the defensive front and the linebacker core to be more productive. Wondering what you've seen out of them so far in practice this week, and then also what that matchup with the front of Arkansas State looks like on Saturday.
Well, we certainly were able to get their attention on Monday and Tuesday at practice. We had good practices those 2 days. Certainly, we have to stop the run. That would be quarterback driven with Cross. They have several guys, but Cross is certainly a really good player. Cross, Clay, Spencer. They're all good running backs. So we have to make them throw the football. We have to stop the run, and at that point we have to be sound in our coverage, and we certainly have worked on that. The stretch play is a really good play for them. Their RPO game certainly comes off of that run ability. So we have to stop the run, and we've challenged our guys, and for the first 2 days they've practiced well.
Okay, and then I wonder what you thought of the debut of Julian Neal at corner, and because you mentioned that Rucker is such a talented wideout, maybe what the matchup of your DBs against Rucker and their pass game looks like.
Well, we want to cover him. I'm not going to go into how we're going to do it, but certainly we like our corners, and they like their wideouts. They should. I mean, they're very, very talented. They've got a lot of speed. But coverage-wise will dictate how we're going to try to work with Rucker. They also have other guys that are very good as well, so you have to pay attention to all of them that are eligible. And their 2 tight ends can run and catch the football as well, so they run flares out to their running back. So a lot of concern there because they have a lot of speed. But Rucker, we're going to know where he is on the field because we know he's a really good player.
Next up will be Brandon Marcello of CBS Sports.
Hey, Sam, how are you?
Good.
I was wondering, how has your approach on 4th downs changed over, say, the last 5 years?
Well, it's extremely conservative early in my career. There was year 3 when then I became ultra analytical, which didn't work out well. And now it's more about going back to feel like I was the first 2 years and last year, to a feel of where we're at in the game, obviously field position, and how our offense has been moving the football and watching practice and what our plans are on 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1. So that everything goes into that. But now it's more of a feel, honestly, than it is analytics.
Do you still get information from the book, during the game that to inform your decisions?
We have Morgan Turner runs that book for us, and if I decide to ask for it, he's readily available to tell me. But I told him, don't tell me unless I ask, because again, it's more of a feel to me right now, like it was my first 2 years, than what it would be what the book says.
Gotcha. Thank you. Good luck Saturday.
Next will be Trey Biddy of hogsports.com.
Hey, Coach. I was curious about your plan for Friday. You guys busting down and back after the game, I assume, but any plans to visit the stadium or walk-through plans, anything like that?
No, Trey, I like to be, consistent with the kids, regardless of where we travel to. You're right. We're going to bus over and bus back. But we always have a walkthrough here, and we never go to anybody's stadium before the game. So we will continue that, and that's really it. Friday will be just like any road Friday, except obviously we're going to bus over there like we did to Oklahoma State or like we have been doing over to Little Rock.
I'm curious why teams have kind of gone away from doing that, because it seems like teams used to always go to the other stadium. But and also, I was wondering if you could enlighten us a little bit on some of the challenges with ASU's defense, what they like to do, and maybe something to watch.
Well, I think, Trey, to answer your first part of that question, I think everybody's worried about somebody having somebody up in the skyboxes and watching your walkthrough, So used to in the old days, a lot of guys would go and they would familiarize themselves with the new stadium. Sometimes guys would take turf from their stadium and sprinkle it on the opponent's stadium and say, now this is our stadium, and some things like that, and then do their walkthrough. But everybody was so afraid to do the walkthrough because you didn't want to give your opponent a possibility of somebody watching it. So that, I think that was probably the beginning of why people didn't do walkthroughs or don't as much as they used to. Your other part was about A-State's defense. I like what they do. They have a lot of Ole Miss similarities, and there's some history there. But to be honest with you, they're a quarters team, a cover 6 team. They are going to bring a lot of singles, a lot of one-man blitzes, whether it be inside, whether it be wrap, whether it be a Willie coming off the edge, whether it be a corner, a lot of single blitzes so they can maintain integrity in the back end, and that's how they get their pressure. A lot of twist game, especially out of their mint front, out of their odd front, and so the main concern there is they're really good bull rushers. To collapse the inside of the pocket on third down, and they've got a couple of edge guys that have speed, and so overall they've got a good fast defense that's very sound, and they've done a wonderful job because they got a lot of new guys over there, but they didn't have a lot of mistakes defensively, so that just means they're well coached.
Thanks, Coach.
We'll squeeze in one more. Matt Byrne of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Yeah, good morning, Sam.
Morning.
Besides maybe Rayner and your D-line, what's another important position head-to-head that you have circled for Saturday, and why?
Well, I don't know that we really have a head-to-head battle. I mean, if you're looking at battles, we have to run the football, and that is something that will help our play action game. I think we have to continue to get our wide receivers open offensively, and we've got to use the tight end more than what we did last week. And obviously, we tried to get the ball to him there. Defensively, we have to get rid of the missed assignments, and we have to, our front seven has to play better than what they did last week. But I don't know that there's a head-to-head matchup there that we've talked a lot about this week.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.